Tech billionaire Elon Musk has unveiled the latest prototype of his humanoid robot he calls Optimus. He is hoping to mass produce units in the near future, but critics are not so sure. Let's find out more with Image Matrix tech editor Djuro Sen. Great to see you, Djuro. How are you?
Good morning, Janie. How are you?
Very well indeed. So a bit of mixed response from this Tesla robot. What are you hearing?
Well, there were a lot of jokes online about it because it pretty much couldn't do anything. We've seen some kids make more impressive displays, but it's early days yet. Elon Musk unveiling what he calls Optimus. When they first did it, they had a guy in a suit, but this time it's a real deal. And it has a bit of Terminator vibes about it. And this is all part of Tesla's AI day. And as you can see, it's a bit wobbly there, Janie, and it is early days yet, but he's hoping to ramp it up and sell units for $20,000 US, like saturate the market, which doesn't currently happen with a humanoid robot. And as you can see, it's very limited in the movements now. And I don't joke about that Terminator thing because with AI, this is all it's about, their AI day, it's about making sure robots don't do us harm down the track. So Elon's very keen on making sure that artificial intelligence has a switch there that makes sure that we maintain control. And here's an example of it working in the office. It's tethered here, but it would go around and help you in your daily chores. So it could do the gardening, it could pick up things, those sorts of stuff. I mean, it's pretty handy, but it looks like it's really, really early yet. And I know that Elon has a habit of announcing things and then maybe years later we'll see them. But this is the more polished version. They had to push it out on stage. This one couldn't walk. It just sort of waved around a bit. But Optimus looks like he's got a little way to go, Janie, but there's nothing like Elon Musk to cause a stir when he does things. But they're using a bit of that autopilot technology they have for the cars as well. But there you go, Janie. If they come available for $20,000 US, would you get one for your home?
Oh, well, if it's going to help do the housework, perhaps, but it looks a little slow and not so steady, doesn't it? It's taking a while to pick up things, but obviously early days. Yeah, very interesting indeed. Let's talk about phones. Selfie is the best camera. It's the iPhone 14.
Yeah, it's been confirmed that this phone, the selfie camera, which has autofocus for the first time, the DxO mark, this organisation, as you can see, gives points to all the new phones, and they're pretty well reliable. It's very technical, and they have given the iPhone top marks for the selfie camera. And as you can see under there, they've got a faster lens, and autofocus, it makes all the difference. It makes all the shots sharper. I've noticed it already. So if you're looking to up your selfie game and you're looking to, umming and ahhing about the new iPhone, well, the 14 is the way to go if you do a lot of selfies. I know Tim Gilbert does a lot of selfies, Janie, so he'll be running down the store to get this for sure. It got high marks too for the cameras at the back as well, but it's the selfie camera that's sort of the big difference because, I mean, there's so many shots taken there if you look around at people in the streets or out clubbing or whatever else.
Absolutely. Well, and it's interesting with the long range angles, I don't know the actual technical term, but when you can make it widescreen, when you zoom in, it's not as clear, is it, with perhaps the iPhone 12?
Yeah, that's right. And it's a good point you make because the other phone I have here is the S22 Ultra. Now, up against the iPhone, people ask me what is the difference in the camera array, and they're very close, but this has a huge advantage. I'm going to show you some examples here, but it is a great camera to start with. I mean, I've been taking it around the countryside the last few weeks, Janie, just to try it out. But what it does is that it's got extra zoom power. So it can go 10 times optical. That means it's using real glass, Janie, and it's not using, say, digital enhancements, which means it's just punching in and punching in further onto the pixels. So the S22 Ultra is an incredible camera. And I think if you're looking for the kids' sporting events, and you want to take video and photos of this, I took it to the State of Origin and I got pretty much a broadcast shot from up in the grandstand and I covering some football here as well. But that extra power in that lens, the stability is absolutely incredible. So you want to do the kids' footy games, then the S22 Ultra is the phone.
Well, the Eels are going to win today, so, maybe people can be... Eels are my second favourite after the Roosters.
I don't know about that.
You don't think they will?
No, I don't. I've got a soft spot for Ivan Cleary and his son. So But I think they're going to be too good. I know everyone wants the Eels to win, and that's great if they can. But I think reality will bite a bit
Come
later.
on, it's been since 1986. They deserve a good go, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
It's been a long time. And before you go, I do want to ask you, obviously one of our top stories this week, the Optus hack. I know you'd have some advice on for people concerned about their data.
Yeah, you know, Janie, we do on this segment a lot of things about passwords, about keeping your data secure, and I keep talking to my family members about that, and everyone just keeps saying, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow, whether it's getting protection for loss of ID, which has happened in this case, and they don't do it until something happens. So people are rushing to find a solution. But here's a quick solution, and it's the one thing that keeps me safe online. A few years ago, I made a point after I did a story that I would become pretty rude online to people and brush phone calls that I don't know who are trying to push business on me and therefore cutting down the risk. So if you get a phone call from anyone you don't know and in the first couple of seconds they're trying to sell you anything, hang up on them. The thing to never click on a link in a text or anything else like that, because Australians are seen as suckers to the criminal groups overseas. We're seen to be reasonably polite compared to many places in the world, and we take people on face value. When it comes to online dealings, particularly if you haven't instigated and you're a bit wary about it, you just have to, you know, and I'm afraid to say this, you have to become a bit of a rude person online when people approach you. If you're doing the other way, that's great, but just be wary that you just can't be friendly out there and just assume that everyone online is out to get you, and you'll stay safe. I know it's not a great thing to do, but when we see each other in person, that's fine. But online, you've just got to change your attitude in terms of relating to anyone. And it's a shame.
Yep.
It's a shame, but that's what you have to do.
Well, it comes down to firm boundaries, doesn't it? Whether it's tech,
Absolutely.
whether it's parenting, whether it's anything. Yep, got to wrap it. We're getting the wind up, but great to see you, Djuro.
Sure.
And we'll talk to you
Thanks,
again soon.
Janie.